7,820 pounds, which is pretty good for a fifth wheel this size. This is a Cougar 28 RDB coming back to us here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Basically, lifestyle change. Previous owners enjoyed it. They made a minor modification of the bunk area that actually I kind of like, that we'll see in a minute. Overall, it looks to be in pretty good shape. Just with the way that their life had changed, they weren't camping as much anymore and just didn't need a fifth wheel. This model is the predecessor to the modern 29 RDB, and you can see that there's not a whole lot different between them. The general idea is still here, and this is the twig decor. You know, this actually is, they might be using twig even still today, just a variant of it. The dinette can obviously fold down into a bed. You've got storage there, and they put big windows in this thing, including maximum size slide side breeze windows right beside that tri-fold hide-a-bed sleeper sofa. So as if the bunk area wasn't enough sleeping, you've got extra sleeping in the slide there whenever you need it. Now that ladder is essentially displaced in this model, and I'm going to get this elephant out of the room. If I go back here, this used to be a double over double bunkhouse, but they didn't rip out, they didn't destroy, they just removed the upper bunk. What's kind of cool is they took that upper bunk pad and put it on the bottom bunk, so it's a little cushier and more comfortable. So what they've kind of done here is turned a bunkhouse into something of like a two-bed guest camper. It's a little different. I mean, you could use that corner like an open lounge. It really opened up some neat opportunities. Now, if you are so inclined, back here you could throw a TV against the wall. You see the TV hookups there. And having some dedicated like hanging storage and closet space for the folks in the back, it's just a nice touch. As we wrap around the corner here, you can kind of see how the vents are open, but they've got the MaxxAir vent covers on them so that you can get some anytime airflow. And what would have been upper and lower little personal pockets are now an upper and lower little headboard shelf, in a sense. A neat thing too, let me see if there's one here I can reach easily. There we go. Like all the lights you see in here, they're touch sensitive. And that's one of the things I really liked about Cougars of this generation. I was really sad actually when that phased out. Now the TV is obviously very easy viewing, and you can see how it does pivot out for even easier viewing. But what's nice here is it's not just that closet space. There's actually good storage in this like kitchen living area. Above the TV, it's actually deceptively deep, and it's one of the reasons I wanted to open those cabinets. That's a good chunk of space. As we roll down, you can see you've got a full floor-to-ceiling, legit deep kitchen pantry with some extra pocket space down here and a neat little shelf where if you wanted to expand your entertainment, you've got a good spot to do that. That's kind of one of the nice things about these Furrion swing-out TVs. If you want to be able to reach the plugs in the back to plug in like a Roku stick or anything like that, they're very easy to access. That is an 8 cubic foot fridge. In addition to the outside fridge, this camper has about 10 cubic foot of cold storage. Solid surface counter with a stainless under sink, and that full sink cover there actually gives us some pretty decent prep space. Easy reach for our you know, soaps and whatnot. Now there's a door on the opposite side of the counter to get to the storage under that middle section right there, so you're not really losing anything. Now as we go through, you may notice there's stuff in some of the cabinets and drawers. Again, folks simply found they weren't camping anymore. They didn't need their fifth wheel any longer, so anything that kind of was associated with that specifically for their RV purposes, they left behind. So, might be some stuff here that you'll find some use, kind of handy for first-timers. Maybe some of that stuff is already taken care of for you. As we work our way up the stairs, we pass the control panel. Now, you've got a normal physical switch panel here, but you also have this handy little touchscreen remote. If you want to operate your slides or your awning or anything like that, even your front and rear stabilizers, you can do all of that right here. Where this is really nice is when you're trying to back up or get unhitched from your Cougar fifth wheel, it's really cool to be able to raise and lower your front jacks to get yourself hitched and unhitched without necessarily needing somebody standing under the gooseneck, which is a little bit, I don't know, I've always felt it's a little dangerous. I've never seen it be an accident, but the fact is, you don't need that extra person potentially in that area. The bathroom's pretty nice. You've got a porcelain foot flush here, plenty of legroom. You're going to see a little bit of that pink Kool-Aid looking antifreeze in there. Looks like it might still be winterized because, again, they just weren't using it. But a large shower in this class and size of fifth wheel was something that was not often found. It was one of the big signature calling cards of Cougars during this generation, which has since been adopted by a lot of other brands. Now, there is a sliding pocket panel door right here, and I also want to mention that this is a 50 amp coach, so if you want to upgrade to a second air conditioner, we can get you a quote on that right here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. 60 by 80, true queen. And, you know, in classic fifth wheel fashion, this was built when you still had the step up around the bed. I don't tend to hide things here at Haylett RV. That's one of the reasons this is not as expensive as the newer ones. You know, the newer ones are engineered differently and they cost a little more. Over here, though, this is that extended stay storage that you're really going to appreciate. And on the back side of the shower, they also opened up an entertainment center and some extra shelves here, and I've always kind of thought that this bottom one here would make a perfect little sort of laundry hamper. I think that'd be ideal for putting yesterday's clothes somewhere today. Underneath the bed, the pass-through storage in this thing is nothing short of impressive. It's side to side and all the way to the front. You see the battery disconnect there. Some motion lights right there as well in the pass-through, and these are magnet holdbacks and slam latches. I like the motion lights in the pass-through so you don't accidentally trickle drain your battery. The other area that you have motion lights in this is right on the stairs as you open the door, and that's going to serve two purposes for you. You can turn it off, you can turn it on, or you can turn it to motion mode. But on motion mode, it will be there when you need it and gone when you don't. For instance, instead of having a light by the door collecting a whole cloud of gnats that always sneak their way into your camper when you come in and out at night, it'll just kick on when you need it. So, you know, the bugs won't, well, bug you. You get the idea. Or if it's at night and you're going down the stairs, you can, you know, not roll an ankle because that's positive. Power front leveling jacks, power rear stabilizer jacks, skin decals, everything looks good, still gleaming, tires look fantastic. I don't see any concerns, any problems. This has an enclosed heated underbelly. This is made for extended season use. The current generation of Cougar HT fifth wheels is actually 0 degree rated. This is only called like extended season use. So if it's going to go below freezing and then come back tomorrow, this would get you out there just fine. Simple little water and cable docking station below that rear bunk window. And back here, you notice how that spare tire, the mount pivots down. So you can get to this cool storage trunk. Remember how I climbed up on that bunk in the back, or that bed or lounge or whatever you want to call it? Well, this is a neat little spot right here, just some extra bonus storage. And I've never heard anyone ever say that their RV had too much storage. This has a backup camera on it. I haven't personally seen the handheld monitor, so that's something that we will need to investigate, and perhaps you, if you're curious about that, ask your sales representative when you call Haylett RV to learn more about this. Now, low profile outside kitchen, Keystone does a very good one. I like how it telescopes out. It's a galvanized rolled steel, and you've got those dual wing out countertops. So you actually got a place to set something down like a platter. You know, if you're cooking on that 2-burner stovetop, it's nice to have a place to put things. Now the sink here, it's almost like a mechanic shop air hose style quick release system where you can have the little scorpion tail sink fixture, or you can use like an outside sort of shower thing. You could put a conventional garden hose head on that, and that blue hose, well technically even the scorpion tail thing there, they could both hook up into that little water cable docking station we saw on the opposite side of the camper. And this little pocket right here is interesting. You look at it, you go, what is it? The answer is, it's why not. It's a why not storage space, and they decided they would also go ahead and throw TV hookups in here. So if you do want to make a little campsite entertainment station, you got the perfect spot to do it. The door's anti-slam, and you've got that larger entry handle for easy coming and going, plus you see those aluminum plank steps. Those things are great. They're a very underrated thing. The problem with those things is that the MORryde steps and the LCI steps came out 1 year later, and they kind of stole the thunder from those aluminum steps. Those things are great. They are strong. They don't tend to, you know, corrode and rot, and they're not slippery, and they're easier to see at night. Roof looks good. Might need a little seasonal brush off, but the membrane looks healthy. The seals, all original factory seals, look fantastic. You are approaching the point where maybe in the spring you'll need to do a little touch-up beat around a couple things, but overall, everything looks fine. The front termination strip looks fine. I haven't found any soft spots, no leaks. Everything is solid up here. Looks the way you want a used RV roof to look. Pretty happy with it overall. So give us a call over here at Haylett RV Brokers. This is our consignment location where we sell RVs for people. And the cool part is, it doesn't matter that this is on consignment. If you need hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, or anything in between, we still do it all. So take care, stay safe, have fun. and happy camping, everyone.